afternoon. Okay. And we know, this is being recorded, so if you need to refer back to it later, we will have that in our YouTube channel for you. So I'd love to introduce you, Adele Garbutt, who is part of the family that owns the wonderful Calabash in Grenada in the West Indies. I just have to say that Grenada just does not get its fair share of attention, honestly. It's a beautiful, beautiful island, very authentic, not commercialized. There's no cruise ships, so it's just a wonderful place for couples, families who are, I feel, quite well traveled to go and relax, and just enjoy the beach and relax. The food is just amazing at Calabash. Most of the guests who go to Grenada actually will visit one of the restaurants at Calabash during their stay, regardless of where they are. So, Adele, I'm going to turn this over to you. Just wanted to add a
Sure.
few words there. So,
Thank you so much. Yes, so as Brad mentioned, my name is Adele. My family own and run the Calabash Hotel. It's been with us for nearly 40 years. So it's very much part of our family, part of our family life, and an extended child for my parents, I believe. We are part of Relais Châteaux, one of just a few in the Caribbean. I believe there's about 10 Relais Châteaux hotels in the Caribbean, and we're the only one in Grenada. Now, Joe told me that this presentation was supposed to be 30 minutes long, but mine certainly will not be. I'm going to try and speak as slowly as possible, and I have thrown a few more image slides in there, but it's certainly not going to make it to the 30 minutes. So ultimately, this slide that I have up now is Calabash in a nutshell. So this aerial video, which is going to loop over and over again, is what the hotel looks like. We're on this 8-acre piece of flatland, which is a rarity in Grenada because Grenada is a volcanic island, so it's very mountainous. We have 30 suites, and all of our 30 suites are in a semicircle shape facing down towards the beach. So very much when you come to Calabash, there is a feeling immediately of a lot of space, a lot of calm. And we even notice that when we're in the back of house and move into the hotel area, you have this sense of calm that still affects us very much. So it's a really lovely and wonderful place to be from an energy point of view. So 30 suites in a semicircle shape facing out towards the beach. And then we have got 3 restaurants and bars as well. We consider that even though we're a very small hotel at only 30 suites, I should say soon to be 36. So I'll show you, I've got a little bit about our new suites that we're currently building later on. We do consider ourselves to be a resort style hotels. We've got a lot of activities going on at the hotel and a lot of facilities. So we've got a spa, we have a 24-hour fitness room, we do weekly in-house activities as well. We have a full dive and water sports center, which is on the beach, which is really a fantastic facility to have. And then we've also got a couple of floodlit tennis courts as well. So, who is our client? And hopefully, this is a very handy slide for you as well. So, basically, honeymooners, couples, it's a very romantic hotel, especially the way that we do breakfast, which I'll show you a little bit later on as well. People who enjoy really good food, that's something that we really focus on, and having 3 restaurants for only 30 rooms. You could see how much effort we put into it. We do welcome families, but we don't have a kids club. We do have interconnecting rooms, but I really do feel that, 90% of our business are couples and adults. I think that's really where Calabash sits best. Over festive, however, we do have lots of families in during that time. On the side here, you can see a sort of another aerial video of the hotel. Over the years, we've been very fortunate to be named top of Caribbean hotels by a lot of publication awards like Condé Nast Traveler, Travel and Leisure, and Travel and Leisure have actually also named us one of the top 500 hotels in the world, which is, spectacular. And US News and World and TripAdvisor as well. So our rooms, I'm going to start off here because I think, well, it's a hotel, that's what people come for. So our rooms have all recently been upgraded. Um, since 2022, we've sort of taken every year we close a hotel, August and September, and we take a little bit of it and basically rework it entirely. And that's sort of helped Calabash feel like we're always moving forward and it always feels fresh and repeat guests come back and they say, "Oh my gosh, what's new this time? What have you done this time?" So we find that to be a very important thing. This is our penthouse pool area. And then I also have this video of the penthouse, and we have one for each of our categories. So it walks you through each room so you can really see exactly what it looks like in a more dynamic way, in a way that you can't necessarily with photos. I know when I look on other hotel websites, I really like to see what exactly the room looks like, not just a little corner of a bed and a lamp, that sort of thing. You need to see everything. So that was the intention behind making these videos, and I think that they're a really great sales tool as well. So you've seen the entire penthouse now. Over to our West Side suite, which are our smallest suites. They are a leading category. Um, but they're closest to the beach. So they're very popular from that point of view, and they've recently been upgraded as well. So they're through to the bedroom area, and then they've got a spacious bathroom as well. All of our bathrooms tend to be very spacious. These are our junior suites. They're the next category up. The junior suites are only suites without a separate bedroom and living room area. It's an open plan style room. But as you can see, they're pretty spacious, nice spacious bathrooms as well. And then our deluxe suites, which are about 1,000 square foot, 1,100 square foot, so bedroom area here, and living room facing out towards the view. Our pool suites are a similar size, 1,100 square feet, and as the name suggests, they have pools at the back of them, and then these outdoor baths as well, which are really nice. So we are currently building 4 deluxe suites at the moment, and then 2 penthouses as well. I only really have the renders at the moment of the deluxe suites, and the intention with these rooms is to sort of take all of the feedback and the learnings that we've loved and would like to improve on our current rooms, as well as, somebody had to travel and visit some of the best hotels in the world and sort of pick up bits and pieces from that, so that we could come back and put everything together. And that's what we've tried to do with our deluxe suites and also our penthouse suites, which you'll see. So they're large bedrooms, very sort of light filled, tall ceilings. And then up on the hillside here are our 2 penthouses. These penthouses are huge. They are over 2,000 square feet, and the pools are about 30 by 12 feet. So big properties up here, and they've got a fantastic view just as they're elevated over the sea. Being part of Relais and Chateaux, food and beverage is so important. And having 3 restaurants, I think, shows that and that the variety that we have. So I'll start off with the most important meal of the day, breakfast. And this is one of our unique selling features. Breakfast served in suite. So you have 2 options of breakfast. You have it served in suite, which is a full in-room dining service. It's not any extra. It's just traditionally the way that we had always served breakfast. So you don't have to get up and get dressed and go down to the restaurant. You could just, go on have you put on your bathrobe and head out to the balcony of your suite, or we can serve breakfast at the beach as well. So this is more of a restaurant style breakfast, and most of our guests do choose the beach. But 2 lovely ways to start the day. Our Beach Club restaurant, this is where we serve breakfast and lunch, and this is where our guests spend most of the day. And the menu style is much more casual, as it's breakfast and lunch, but we do dinner a couple of nights a week down here as well to add to the variety. And then we have Rhodes Restaurant, which is our flagship restaurant, and this is the restaurant that we are best known for. It is a fine dining restaurant, and it is most nights when we're open fully booked. And so to help Rhodes and to take a little bit of pressure off of Rhodes, we added in our 3rd restaurant, which is at our pool area. It's a Japanese style restaurant, so lovely, sushi rolls, sashimi, things like that. And it's got a really nice atmosphere up at the pool. And then for our guests who don't want to have fine dining every night, you have a nice lighter option. So this is our beach. Everybody comes to the Caribbean for the beach, and we are set on a lovely white sand beach, very calm water. As you can see from this very short video, there's very little wave action, and that's how it is year round. So it's very safe swimming for all ages. Lovely sort of shallow water, so a lovely sort of spot to swim. And then we've got our pool overlooking the property. We have got an Elemis spa on site as well. So with three treatment rooms, and a lot of and Elemis products are pretty well known globally, and they focus very much on natural healing and things like that. And then we have two floodlit tennis courts. We haven't got pickleball yet, but that is something that's definitely on our list. But for the moment, we've just got the two tennis courts. And then we have got our dive center off on site. Grenada is very well known for its diving. So having the dive center right there, you can do your complete learn to dive packages with them, and there's dive sites within 20 minutes of the hotel, so really easy and convenient to get to. And then we put together really nice experiences like private beach dinners and picnics and things like that um, for our guests. And then our in-house activities sort of vary from rum tasting, cookery demonstrations. We do Pilates, and then we also do things like painting masterclasses. So we have a lot of activities at the hotel punctuated throughout the day. So although we very much encourage our guests to leave the hotel to see Grenada, there are many of them who don't and just stay with us all the time. So we have a lot of activities to keep them going. And then lastly, just before I finish up, I told you I'd never make it to 30 minutes. I just wanted to share a little bit about Grenada because it is one of the lesser known, or I call it the second tier Caribbean islands after St. Lucia, Barbados, and Jamaica, which people know very well. But being second tier also means that Grenada is very authentic and it's very, very safe. So those are really two aspects that are really nice things about Grenada. There's a lot to see on the land, but also on sea and under the sea as well. So one of the unique things I think about Grenada is that we have got fantastic white sand beaches. We have black sand beaches as well, but we've got really, really lovely white sand beaches as well as the rainforest. And that's usually something you have to sacrifice one for the other. You don't often get really nice beaches and really great rainforest product in the same country. And Grenada is very fortunate to have both. So you could be sitting on one of the best beaches in the world, and 30 minutes later, be at this great waterfall with a slide that you can just, slide all the way down. It's totally safe to do that. So I think that's a really nice thing about Grenada. We also have a lot of culture. A lot of it is deep rooted in agriculture. So Grenada is well known for having some of the best chocolate or fine flavored chocolate in the world. We're also very well known for spices as well. So that's very much deep rooted into the way that we eat. And we do have a lot of tours that are built around visiting chocolate factories, but also going to see spice farms and flower farms, but also around the spices as well. I always recommend when guests come to Grenada and they ask, what should I do? I always recommend an island tour, but also something by boat as well, or by sea. So whether it's something simple as a sunset sail or just sailing up the west coast of Grenada, it's always great to see the island by water and also by land. Grenada is also at the bottom of the Grenadine island chain. So we do have people who come in, fly into Grenada, and then they hire a boat with a captain and then do the Grenadine island chain, which is lovely, and then fly back to Grenada and fly out. And then I just wanted to just quickly highlight our offers. We this year we have because we're closed longer to build new rooms, we are extending our half board offer all the way to 20th of December, and then next year we have it during the normal summer period, which is the 1st of May to the 31st of October. So this offer is great value because basically gives you free dinner every night. So if you book bed and breakfast, we'll automatically upgrade you to half board. And if you are book half board, we'll automatically upgrade you to all inclusive. So it's a really good offer. And then for during the winter months, which is our high season, we are offering resort credit for some dates in January and in March. So if you book 4 nights, you get $400 resort credit, or if you book longer than that, you just get $100 per night you book. So if you book 7 nights, $700. If you book 10 nights, you get $1,000 resort credit. So another great deal. And that is it. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, Adele. Thank you so much for your time today. Um, you've
Worries.
got a lot of exciting new things going on at the property. And when will you be reopening?
We're reopening on the 4th of November.
Okay. And
Yeah.
what
So
what
just a
can
few
you
weeks'
share with
time.
us? Some of the exciting things that you've been working on right now?
Yeah. So this year, building we've done a few more things than we had intended to. So we did work on our private dock, on Rhodes Restaurant as well. So we've sort of refurbished Rhodes Restaurant, as well as building 4 new suites. Not 4 new suites, sorry, 6 new suites. So
60.
those
I was
suites.
gonna say we missed you. Good. Some
We missed
it's a
you.
big project.
So those rooms we intend to have them as a completed shell. So the windows and doors will be on them, the roof will be on them. So we will be continuing the work on them, which is quiet work with the installation of furniture, painting, um, ACs and things like that. We'll continue that while the hotel is open. So we will open the rooms fully for sale somewhere in Q1 2026. But that's what
Right?
we've been working on.
It's been a lot. Yeah. I have to
Yeah.
say every year you're doing such major improvements, not just small things, but the family
Yeah.
takes on some very big, ambitious projects, and we're always excited to see them when they're completed. So we
Mm,
will keep you all abreast of all of this as time goes forward.
perfect.
How is festive season looking for availability right now?
So festive is pretty much fully booked. We just have a few rooms available for between the 20th and 27th of December. And I know that doesn't really suit the US market at all, but it
It
suits the
can.
UK market very well because we have in the UK there's long holidays.
Mm,
So we expect the UK will fill up just those last few rooms. But yeah, from the 28th of December, we're fully booked.
great. And just as a reminder, can you tell everybody the easiest ways to get to Grenada
Mhm.
from the US?
Gosh, yeah. So we do have daily flights with American Airlines through Miami, and that seems to be one of the best ways to connect through to Grenada. We also have flights with JetBlue from New York, and starting in December, we have daily flights with Delta from Atlanta. I think
Fantastic.
that's it.
I just think it's an important reminder that the lift increases. It gets a little better every year, and we expect
Yeah.
to see that trend continue as well as new properties do open on Grenada occasionally.
Mhm.
Um, so we have a question for you, which I think is really cute, from Nancy Parker. Are you related to Leo? I was at the hotel as his guest a number of years ago when I was with Ron. Let me see,
Run
Toronto.
Toronto.
Yes,
Yeah. You know
booking
what?
hotel.
It always it amazes me how many people remember Ron Toronto. And actually my dad. Yes, so Leo is my dad and he doesn't look anything like me, but yeah, so he's my dad and he's here definitely. When the hotel's closed, that's also his favorite time of year. So he's marching around, directing cement trucks that don't need directing. And trying to, getting involved and thinking and seeing what we can do to improve things every little bit. So he has us on our toes, definitely.
I will say one of the pleasures of staying at Calabash is that you always see the family members around the property at one point or
Hmm.
another. We know who they are. You may not know who they are, or your guests may not know who they are, but at some point you will meet them, and you just kind of begin to feel like they're friends and part of a family you want to come back to see every year. So
Yeah,
that's what's one of the really special things about the property is the family's involvement. So yeah, so we don't have any further questions right now, and so I will just say thank you all again for attending. And if you need to reference this presentation, again, it is recorded, and we will be sending out a follow-up email with a link to that for you, as well as with the
lovely.
offers for the season, which are quite a great value, I have to say, honestly, from what we see. All right. So, Adele, thank you, and
Thank you.
wishing everybody a great day. We hope to see many bookings. And by the way, booking Calabash is quite easy.
Mhm.
Relais Châteaux through the GDS. You can have Ultimate Jet Classic, of course, the properties virtuoso, and many other programs you will find that or direct booking, or if you need us to make a personal introduction to you to Adele or to Hannah or anybody at the hotel, we'd be more than happy to do that on your behalf. So wonderful.
Lovely. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you. Just appreciate your participation and have a
Thanks.
great day.